Let's see who picks us up.
I'm here at Mission Control, remote operating the scope.
That's right.
All right, so we started up the camera and set the cooler on, and it's set to minus 20 degrees, and it's sitting there fine.
Okay.
So now let's connect up to the telescope, which is the POTH, basically. And there we are, we're connected. And what else? We got the guide camera. Is that turned on and everything?
Should be. I don't know. I mean, it's on. It's connected.
All right, let me turn it on and see if we can get a picture.
Yeah.
It's going to start up PhD 2. Oh, there it is.
Oop, there it is.
Whoop. There's a picture. Oh, look, it needs to be focused. See that star there?
Yeah, I see it.
It's a manual focus.
Yeah, it is.
That's going to be painful.
No. Easy. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Going in a little bit. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's a little better.
All right.
A tiny bit more. A little bit more. Oh, you're getting there.
Let's see what that looks like.
That's good right there. That's excellent.
Okay.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
James, the astrophotographer, is watching us.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Hi, James.
All right, so now we got the guide camera working. And what else do we have? I think that's it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to unpark and we'll slew to an object. I got to get the chart connected to the POTH.
Okay.
So we'll connect there.
I'll bet the main camera's out of focus too.
Yeah, we'll fix that. So I'm going to unpark and start tracking.
Okay.
And I'm just going to slew to the west a little bit.
All right.
All right, I'm just going to slew to just a star, a bright star. This is the star I slewed to at the MSR earlier.
Oh yeah. It's so nice here tonight. It's
Yeah. All right, I'm going to start the slew.
okay.
Making a weird noise, isn't it?
It did make kind of a weird noise. It's okay now.
Does it sound good now?
Yeah.
All right, I see it moving.
Oh yeah.
All right. We got stars on the guide scope, and we're somewhere. All right, so let's take a picture.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm gonna camera X, camera Y. I guess you just hit this button to take a picture. I don't know. I've never done it with Nina. Oh, that didn't work. Let me see what the settings.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out either.
163. That's not too bad. Bin 1. Okay,
That was
okay.
fine with it. So.
Yeah, so let's think about how we're going to take a picture.
Right.
This is supposed to be pretty intuitive software, right? So
Uh,
do you want to update now? Oh, it's asking if there's an update available for Nina, but we're not going to do that right now.
no.
What does that say? Toggles colors. Okay. So you'd think there'd be a button
Yeah, I
on
would
here to
think there'd
take a
be a button
picture.
like right there, you know.
Yeah. Camera
That's
settings.
all right. So you got the temperature running, right?
Yep. Yep. It's set the temperature. What is this? That's nothing. Camera is
Settings.
connected.
Filter wheel, focuser, rotator, telescope, guider, switch,
Oh, wait a minute. I know what it is. It's right here.
imaging.
It's this imaging button.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Now we set the exposure time. We got to set the 10 seconds. I'm going to set the binning to 2 for now. Loop on, save on. I don't want to loop it. I just want to take one picture. We're connected. I think this is the button right here. Starts a sequence. We don't have a sequence. We just taking one shot. So let's take a picture.
Yeah.
Now I'll start a sequence when we start to focus. What is it doing? Oh, here's the start exposure thing here. Okay, now it's taking a 10-second exposure. Where's the picture?
You think it'd be right there?
Oh, there's a tab for image right here.
There we go.
I don't see no stars.
I see no sneaking stars. Yeah.
I can see some gradient. I wonder if there's a way to zoom out. Let me see here. I want to zoom out.
The dew shield is kind of pushed.
All right,
Oh,
that's
I
the
see
whole.
stars. I see them. They're real out
Do
of
you
focus.
see them?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to zoom in for you so you can see them a little better? Does that get you a
No,
little
it's
better?
fine. It's fine.
All right, so let me start a sequence. Let me think about this. How do I want to imaging loop? Let's turn looping on. And let's see if I can start an exposure and if it'll actually I want to stop that. I don't want 10 seconds. You want to be able to focus it, so I'm going to do 2-second images and see how that works. See if you can see stars, okay? All right. Do you see stars there?
Let's see. No.
I don't see any. No, okay. I need to make a longer exposure.
What's your exposure?
It was 2 seconds.
Um,
I'll do 5.
okay.
Let's see what this does. You see anything there?
Let's see. Uh, just some light gradient. Oh, I do. I see a star.
Is that better there?
Yeah, I see a star down towards the bottom.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just tweak the focus, I guess, and then see if it gets better or worse.
Okay. Yeah,
This has got a motorized focuser on it, right?
it does. Let me get close and then.
Okay. I'm starting to see something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the stars now.
This thing won't turn on. I charged it for like half an hour and it's not. You open it the other way.
Go.
When did you last use it?
Yesterday.
Is there a green light that comes on when it's charged up?
I thought there was, but Autumn said there's no light. I thought this was the light right
No,
here.
there's a light.
That little
Yeah,
LED.
try charging it again. Plug it in again.
Alright. I was gonna do my homework tonight so I could go tomorrow if I said it was okay, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do my work.
All right. It looks like I can see stars now.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna zoom up.
Electric
I'm gonna zoom up.
focuser.
Okay. All right. So now I think we got to go back to the equipment tab. There's the focuser. Gonna turn the focuser on. All right. So right now, what we've done is we've manually adjusted the focuser. We don't know what position is the focus position. We just set it to 8,000 counts right now.
Okay.
So what you typically would do, well, you've got a mark on the draw tube, right, on how far out it is?
Yeah. Here, let me look at it.
So what we can do is I can run it all the way in to calibrate the focuser
Okay.
to 0 position. Then we can run it out until you get to that close to that position that you have there.
Okay.
So yeah, see what that position is right now.
Okay, so it's almost all the way in.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll take a photo so you can see what the position looks like.
Oh, dogs. All right, so you about know where it's at, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to run it. All I'm going to do is run it out to get to the stop, and then I'm going to run it all the way back in. So I'm going to run it to the point where it's all the way out, and then when I run it all the way back in, it'll shove it all the way in and drive it in. That's a 0 point. All right, so how many inches is this? I don't know what the scaling on this focuser is. Let me see what the setup says.
I sent you a photograph so you can see what it looks like on your phone.
On my phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or your wife's phone, maybe. I don't know.
It's on mine.
Okay. I mean, you can see it's like.
Yeah, it's only a few,
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divisions.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 1 micron per step. All right, and it looks like it's. Is that millimeters? Is that millimeters?
That's
No,
what
that's
they
got
look
to
like.
be. So that's like 6 millimeters out.
Yeah.
Is that what it looks like?
That's what it looks like.
A little over 6 maybe. Okay. So 6 millimeters is equal to 6,000 steps. And right now we think we're at 8,000 steps.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if I drive it to 0, it should drive it all the way in because we're further, it thinks it's further out than we actually are, so that's good. So let me drive it to 0. That's with this control right here.
Okay.
Gonna move it to 0. Now you can watch it and see if it looks like it's moving all the way in.
All right.
Should be there now.
Yeah, it's all the way in.
Okay, good. All right, so now we know about where it's at. It's like 6,000 counts, 6,200. So I'm gonna run it back out to 6,200. And then we'll look at the image and see what it looks like.
All right. It's about where it was. Okay.
Came back to where it was. Okay. Let me go to imaging. Oh, the stars are pretty close. See how they're focused?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, now. Let's see what we can do here. We may be able to do a focus run here. Is there an autofocus thing here? Let me see here. Focuser. Equipment. Focuser. It's got to be in the imaging section. Something with the focus.
Jim Norwood says, this is not quite, but almost as confusing as the electron returns.
Ah.
Oh, the election returns.
Election returns.
Yeah.
Manual focus target. Optional exposure.
We'll see how many
Manual
people
focus
turn out
target.
for the election to hang out with us.
Guider sequence. I thought there was an auto guide or an autofocus thing on this, but it's probably somewhere. There's a manual focus. Let me do this now. So there's a thing we can do. Clicked on that didn't do nothing. So we should be able to look at a star. So right there, see where it says HFR?
HFR.
Right here in the statistics.
Yeah. Does that mean high frequency something?
No, it's half 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 flux, half full range, or half flux. Shoot, it should be HFD. It's half flux diameter. But it's HF range or something, maybe. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I don't know why you can't look at the focuser while you're looking at the image. But that's all right. There should be a way to run the focus in and out here. Rotator, switch, image. Autofocus. Oh, this is autofocus right there. You may. I wonder how you do that.
Play some music in my ear.
Okay. That's pretty good though. 345, 3.45 pixels. That's not bad.
Yeah, looks. I mean,
let me zoom up on it and we'll see what the stars look like.
There it is. You think that's focused?
No, not quite. I can get it better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the focuser.
Okay.
I'm going to run it to 6,300 and see if it gets worse. I wish there was a way to control the focuser and look at the image at the same time. There's got to be a way to do that. All right, it got worse. Does it look bigger to you?
Mm-hmm. So you're having to tab over to...
Yeah, so I should be able to. What is this? Plate solve toggles.
I might just break down and buy Maxim DL.
Yeah. What do you want for free?
I know. I mean, it's cool that it's free and it does all these things, but
There's got to be a way to run the focuser while you're looking at the image.
let's see. We
That's
got
the quicker
Tyler
way.
watching. Where's your red light, sir? I don't need no
We
red
don't need
light.
no stinking red light when you're full of computers.
That's right.
It's like your instrument flying.
Can you use a Batnoff mask and manually focus it? Yes, I could, but
No, you don't need a Batinoff mask. All you got to do is adjust the focus and watch the HFR value to go up and down. You don't need a mask. So that's what I'm doing. So we're basically going to the focuser. So I'm going to adjust this back the other way to 6100. We'll see where it goes.
Ken says APT is so much simpler.
Well, I'm sure.
But we were kind of looking for this all-in-one remote control
Right,
platform here.
right. That looks like it got worse. Oh, no, there it goes.
I got better.
Okay, so let me move it in again. I'm going to go to 5900. I'm surprised it's
Yeah, see, that's getting a lot better.
yeah. So yeah, let me go in on another 100.
58.
So we're going in 100 microns, which is 0.1 millimeters.
Right.
That's really a tiny step. Oh, look at that. 1.97. That's amazing. That's pretty darn good. Look how tight that is.
Yeah.
Let's go in another 100 and see if it gets worse.
SCD 100 optics there.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, we are bin 2 though. We are bin 2, which is fine. I mean, that's
5750. 57.
No, I'll go to 5700. We'll see if it stays the same or gets worse. If it does, then we'll go to 5750. It got worse.
I knew it.
Yep. We're pretty close. That's really close. Look at that. That's excellent.
So what is the... Oh, it's 1.78 right now.
Yep.
How much?
Oh, that's the half flux radius. That's what that is.
1 point.
That's half. So that's twice as that as the half flux diameter. That's the value I'm used to looking at. So that's the radius.
Okay.
So that makes sense to me. So that's 3 pixels, which is the half flux radius is a little bit bigger than the full width the full width diameter.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what it's called. It's
Full width
half maximum. Full width half maximum. I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Full width half maximum is a little bit less than the half flux twice the half flux radius, or the half flux diameter is a little bit less. So this is equal to this is about as good a focus. This is a 2.5 arcsecond sky, basically 2.5 to 3 arcsecond sky.
I see.
Is what this is right now. All right, so
so now you're focused.
Now we're focused on the main camera. So now what we can do is do a longer exposure and do a plate solve.
Okay.
So I'm going to stop this sequence that we're doing right now. Let's tab that imaging. I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stop the loop. And we'll do a 30-second exposure. Okay. I'm not sure what we've done.
Are we auto guiding right now too, or not?
No, not yet. Actually, I could start. Actually, we're not even. Well, where did we slew to? We slew to that star right here.
Right.
So we'll see what we get here. There it is. Well, you got a lot of.
Oh, you're aimed right at some lights.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, what do I need to point at? To the west? We're to the west of. Do I want to go to the east? Where do I want? Where do we want to go?
Dark over at the west. Over at the east is the moon. You know, the moon.
Yeah, we could look at the moon. Well, we need to do a plate solve first, so
Yeah, let's do that first.
let's see if we can do a plate solve on this field.
Okay.
I don't know that we will be able to.
I have confidence in you, Jerry. He says, "Are you going to be running the rig tomorrow night for the star party?" I think so. I think so.
Where the heck is a plate solver? I thought it was up here on this tab somewhere. Is this it? Filter wheel. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I am going to buy Maxim DL.
Sequence. Flat panel. I thought the
Sky
imaging.
framing. What is framing?
Framing is just let's see. I guess just a way to select an image source and go to that position. Maybe there's a sky atlas involved, so it's got a sky atlas imaging. I could have sworn there was a oh, maybe it's in these tabs.
Mike
Toggles.
says, "Turn this into a training video." I am, Mike.
That's why we're recording it. Yeah.
That's what we're doing. But you know, this Nina. I mean, as powerful as it is and everything, I guess if you went through every learning curve of getting through everything, you would be fine. But it doesn't seem as intuitive to me as I would like.
The other thing that is aggravating is the size of the text. I don't see what. Oh, it looks like it's doing the plate solve.
It's got little tiny.
See this little bar down here? I hit the plate solve button and let's see if I think it's going out to the internet too. Oh, it says Astro Image API key is not. Oh, okay. I've got an API key with my account on astrometry.net.
Yeah, we ran into that before.
Yeah, so I've got to go figure that out if we want to do a plate solve. So what we can do instead right now, whoops, is I need to go back to here and hit save. Save is on. All right, so where's it saving it at? Let's see. It would be under options maybe, where you're saving stuff at. Imaging.
Plate solving.
Save images as fits. Where's it saving it at? Image file path. There it is. Okay. Documents, astrophotos. Did we set this? We set this before apparently.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Okay. So let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up astrometry.net and we'll submit this image manually. So this is under users, OneDrive. Mr. S, Agent S.
Agent S.
That's what the director is. S.
Oh,
That's for you. That's your account.
I guess.
You're the S. You're the S guy.
The S guy.
Documents. Astrophotos.
Yeah, there it is.
There, and then we should have, I guess it's under
What's the difference between
snapshot
snapshot
light.
and light?
See which one it is. That's 8:44. What time is it? That's not it. It's under snapshot apparently.
Let's see.
9:04. Yep. That's it right there. Oh, we took a bunch of them. Okay. All right. So that's when we were doing stuff before.
James says, "Look at that S car go."
Ah,
Ah,
yeah, yeah, that's old. Damn, look at all the pictures. How come when did we take all these pictures? We got to get rid of these because they're taking up a lot of damn space. Okay. So there's the picture.
that's the other
All
thing
right.
I need to get is like a separate drive to dump all the images into. Just one
That's right.
to hang on my telescope.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be like a terabyte drive was so expensive. Now it's
Now it's $80, $70.
yeah or less.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. So I just selected that file to send to astrometry.net, and we'll see if it can solve it. Well, that's not a very good picture. It might take a few minutes for this to solve. Oh, solved it. All right. Now, it says we're at 21 hours. Let's see where we're at here. So we wanted to be at Theta Pegasus. 2210, we're at 2151, 30, and we're at 83. That's not right. It says declination is 83 degrees. That's not right at all. I don't think this solve is good. Scott, are you still there? I guess you went off somewhere. I don't know why it thinks we're at such a high. I'm going to take another image, but not. I'm going to take it at 20 seconds. And let's see if that makes the image a little better.
And to put on a layer, it was starting to get cold out here.
Yeah, so the plate solve came back and
Yeah.
it didn't solve it. It solved it, but it wasn't correct. It was off, and I can show you here.
Okay.
Oops. Let me go back to that. Where's my browser? All right, there's the plate solve. You can see how noisy the image
Oh,
is.
yeah. Look at that.
All right, so we're supposed to be at this star here, Theta Pegasi.
Yeah.
Okay, and the coordinates are right here. The J2000 coordinates are 22 hours, 10 minutes, and declination 6 degrees, 11 minutes. Okay, but
Yeah.
look here. If you look here, it thinks its declination is 83 degrees. So that's not right at all.
Well, it did not move much in declination.
No, we're at 6 degrees declination.
Okay.
And it thinks this plate solve came back as 83 declination. So that's just a bogus plate solve is what that is.
Okay.
So I'm taking another picture at 20 seconds instead of 30 seconds to see if it's a cleaner image, and then we'll submit it again.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back to upload.
You just want
Choose
to move to a
file.
different part of the sky, or
Huh?
you want?
Yeah, we might have to move to another position. I'm gonna switch these around. So I just took another image here. I'm gonna go date modify, put these at the top. So this is the image I just took. Why does it
This?
keep
Can you
doing?
pull away from the light? Yes.
Yeah, which way? It's all lit.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll wait and see what this one does. But yeah, we can move to another part of the sky that you think is darker.
Yeah. I mean, Mars is straight up overhead.
Yeah, I took some pictures of Mars at the MSRO earlier.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just wait for this here. This takes a couple minutes.
There's Cygnus over there. You went south of Cygnus. That's pretty dark over there.
Okay. That still looks bad. Look at that. Golly.
Oh yeah. I mean, the light's right there.
Yeah,
Huge
let's
light.
get out of here. Yeah, let's go. Perseus.
Hey Scott, should I
Cygnus is right here somewhere.
here now? So the clouds. Now, so the clouds come. Fine, I would wait till it's cloudy and then buy it.
So thinking Cygnus here.
Yeah, there's Cygnus.
Yeah, so that's where I'm centered on the chart right now. So do you want to slew over there? Let's slew over there.
Okay.
Actually, what object am I on? Let's just slew where I'm pointed at right now. So I'm going to hit slew.
All right.
Is it going to do a peer flip? I didn't see which side it looks like it is.
Scope just stopped.
Did it? Yep, it's there. That's in Cygnus.
No.
Is that where you thought it was going to be?
No, it's not.
It's not?
No.
All right, so let's park the thing.
I'll park it, but maybe
Let me park it. We'll start back at square one.
let's see somebody disconnect.
See where it parks at. Let's go back to the basics. We got our time date straight, correct?
Just move the telescope in declination for me.
Move it in declination.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move it 5 degrees.
Move a lot.
You want more than that? 10 degrees? 30 degrees?
30.
30 degrees. I'm going to move it 30 degrees north of south. That's the only direction it can go is south. Is it jammed?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
That's weird. Something's not right. RA's working fine, but declination's the problem. Try it again.
All right. I'm going to move it back north. Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, why is that?
It sounds horrible.
It does. It does. Hmm.
It didn't do that before, did it?
No?
Dogs.
Why? Try it again, Jerry.
All right. I'm going to move it south.
Ah, here we go.
Did you figure it out?
That's working. All right, now go the other direction.
All right. Just going to stop here in a second. I'll wait for it to stop. Okay. It's stopped. Now I'm going to move it back north.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
When it stops, it should be in the park position, so you may have to adjust it.
There's something. Something. Let me check something. Oh, wow. That's way out of
Oh,
balance.
it's out of balance. Out of balance. Yeah.
Alex has got like the grip of a gorilla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. He does that.
he does.
Yep. I need to take a bio break for a minute. I'll be right back. Can you hear me? Scott?
What's wrong?
I was going to take a bio break. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, just when you thought that you left the telescope in perfect condition. Yeah, Stefan, I'm in the parking lot right in front of Explore Scientific. And the problem is that I left the telescope out in the showroom. So I should probably keep it in my office because a lot of things were changed on it, including the balance. So, yeah, when Scott's away, the kids will play. That's true. That is very true, dude. So this kind of gives you an idea of the setup here a little bit. Um, Telescopes back here. can see my truck there. Got a couple of computers set up here. So you guys can see the setup. You know. There's Barbara Jean, the vintage Airstream. And you can see these lights on the side of the building here. Not easy to turn off. And then the telescope right here. And you can read a book out here. Now I have...
Can you hear me, Scott?
Yeah, I hear you. I've shown the guys what our setup looks like out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the telescope was like super out of balance. You might try it again.
Okay. So now we're still in the park position. Yep.
Yeah, you're in a park position right now. So.
All right. So I'm going to slew to Cygnus, and we'll see if it goes there this time. Let me unpark it. I'm going to turn tracking on. Still making noise. Is it moving?
No. Nope.
It's not moving at all?
Nope. So I think what this is that
How's your battery?
the battery's oh yeah.
I bet you it's the battery.
I'm running at 11.8 volts right now.
Okay, that's not bad. That's good.
I could switch batteries, I guess.
Do you want me to move it back to park?
Yeah, move it back to park. Let's see. It's moving fine in right ascension. Yeah, declination's not.
Is it really tight?
I think what's wrong is that that the worm block got moved out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Try it again.
All right, I'm going to slew back to...
Okay. Yeah, deck's working, or RA's working fine. Deck is...
Did it sound better there?
Yeah, deck didn't move though.
Oh, it didn't?
Did not move.
And it's not making a bunch of noise? I didn't hear it.
Try it again.
I'm going to go back to park.
Only a deck, yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah, deck's not moving.
Is the cable good?
Yeah. I mean, I can hear the motor actually running.
It should be ratcheting if it's not moving. Is it?
I think it's moving and it's just not engaged.
Oh, the clutch is not tight enough?
No, I think that the worm is not actually engaged into the main set of gear teeth.
Oh, so that's really loose.
Yeah, and then just trying to see feel it to see if it's loose anywhere, and it's not.
You can see the motor. Can you see the motor turn? Did you take the cover off of it and look at it? Is that what you're doing?
Go ahead and move it again, just in deck only.
Only in deck. Okay. All right.
But hold on, let me get some light on it.
All right. So right now it's in park. So I'm going to move it south in deck. Ready?
All right.
Oh, I got to unpark it. All right.
No. I could definitely hear it moving though. That's just the strangest thing.
So the motor's turning. Do you think the coupling is loose?
That's what I think.
The coupler.
Let me get an Allen wrench on this. Let's look at it. Be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. It's like we're running one of those hot rod shows on Discovery Channel and everything goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is like
Except I'm not like throwing a wrench or something, you know.
no, but this is also like a NASA mission. You're in the space station working on an instrument, and I'm in mission control.
We got a problem.
Yeah. It's using all the same technology. It's just a different application.
Take that cover off.
Right now, I'm off the
Except I've
park
got
position.
oxygen. I can still breathe. Right? I'm not worrying about.
I missed. What'd you say?
I'm not worrying about carbon dioxide filling up the cabin.
No, right.
Good morning. These are tiny
Yeah.
hex screws. Oh, we got a tiny hex screw wrench right here. Here it is. All right, now try to move it. Let's see what happens.
All right. I'm going to move it back to the park position.
Okay. Okay, it's working now.
Was that what it was? The coupler was loose?
All right, move it again and deck the other direction.
All right. All right. I'm waiting for it to finish.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to move it 30 degrees again.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. We're good now.
All right. Cool.
I'm gonna leave this cover off so I can.
That was the coupler was loose.
I guess so, because what I did was I loosened up the whole worm block assembly and then tighten it back down, and I could see it was reseated back. It was seated back in the gear. So that's
Oh, okay.
all right. So let me put this in the home position now.
All right. Let me drive it. I got to park it first.
All right, you park it. Okay.
No wonder this plate saw came up as 83 degrees declination.
Yeah. That does not look right to me. Okay. All right. Everything's tightened down now. You're good.
All right, so okay, so let me unpark it and then we'll slew to the object again. We'll
Okay.
slew to signals.
All right.
That sounds better.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It should be going where you expected it to go before.
Yeah, it is.
All right, there it is.
There it is.
All right, so
I
now
feel
let's
like
take
this
a
is like
picture.
Ford versus Ferrari or something.
All right, we got a lot of good stars on the guide camera, which is good. So let me go take an image here, and we'll do a plate solve and see where we're at.
Okay. So what is Maxim DL going to run me if I buy it?
Well, if you want to use it, if you want to get a version that runs the whole observatory, including the dome or the roll-off roof, whatever it is, and cameras and as a plate solver and all that stuff, it's going to run you $600, I think.
What if I don't want to run a dome?
It's if you just get the it's not the pro version, it's going to be I think $400. We can look at the website and see what it is. I think it's $300 or $400 for that. It's like maybe half price.
Well, it still does plate solves, right? Maxim.
You have to buy
Cyanogen.
I think you have to buy Pinpoint if you get the basic version. I don't think it comes with the plate solver. All right, so let me submit this picture.
Maxim DL. Diffraction limited. That's who it is. $600.
Yep,
That's the Maxim DL Pro Suite.
right. Well, the Pro Suite includes the Max Point, but that's another $100. You don't need that. The $600 one is the Pro, and then you got the next one down is the one I was talking about.
And then the DLIP is $299. What's DLIP?
I'm not sure.
DL. Okay. Complete integration. Oh, image processing only. Nah.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to pay $500 anyway.
Dang.
So you might as well get the $600 one.
Hell yeah.
But they price it that way on purpose.
Well, it's pretty nice software though.
Oh yeah, it works. It absolutely works.
Yeah.
It's been around forever, so it should work.
So on one hand, we got Nina, that's free. Okay, and then we have Maxim DL, which is $600.
Right. So the discussion here is, well, how much is your time worth?
Well, you'd like to think it's free, but it's not.
But again, I'm getting used to Nina now. I mean, as long as you use it a few hours, if you have spent 10 hours on it and discover all the buttons and all the different settings, and you can figure it out. I mean, I'm used to seeing all this different stuff because I'm used to Maxim. I know all these pieces.
Yeah,
If you don't know anything about the stuff and you're just learning it, then
yeah. Well,
all right,
I'm thinking
it
about.
solved it.
All right,
Okay.
it's solved, right?
So we're a little bit off. So it says it's at 20 hours, 27 minutes, and the object is at, let me go here.
It says, "What happened to not buying your way out of trouble?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it depends on what kind of trouble you're in.
yeah. Kane and Lucas, both guys are in the same city. Nope. Jerry's in Virginia. I'm in Arkansas.
Yeah.
We're on the same planet,
We're on the same
you know,
planet.
and the planet's not very big, really.
So let's see, 42.
Get a headlamp. You know, for some reason, I refuse to wear one of those things. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Stefan, Jeffrey, the other night when I was slowing with my HEQ5 Pro, my power box was reading 11.7 volts, and the light on the mount was flashing, which means it's not getting full voltage. Uh, Stefan, what you're not measuring, probably, I mean, this is a guess, all right, is the draw from the cable, going from your power tank or power box or whatever you call it to the scope. So you might have 11.7 right at the box, but what did you really have at the scope? So that's where you got to measure it at. My stick neon said, "Is it plugged in? Is it turned on?" Yeah, that's the kind of questions we ask people in customer service. You know what? And the answer is sometimes it's not turned on. That's true. Good
I'm
question.
gonna
We
try
covered
to.
the basics.
Do you have a Google? Do you have a Google account?
Do I? Yeah.
I can. We can sign on to astrometry.net and get one of those keys that we need to plate solve.
All right.
So
So what do I do?
sign on with your Google account here.
All right.
What did it do? Did you just change something?
Well, I just no. Oh,
Right here.
you wanted me to do this? Okay.
Yeah, type in your Google
All right. Let me see if I can remember
email.
the password. Okay. I'm logged in.
Okay, cool.
Save.
You want to save it? Okay.
Sure.
All right, so now let me there's a thing here that lets you grab or get that API key.
Thanks, guys. Love this. Check out APT for the $15. Hard to beat. Well, this APT does do everything it.
Doesn't do a whole observatory, does it?
I don't know. Ken Noble says, I really don't think APT makes it so I don't burn many brain cells. I really like in APT the free plate solve feature. Well,
yeah, we're gonna get that going here in a minute. So this is that key that we needed to get, the API key.
All right. So what do I got to do?
So now, what we got to do is go to Nina, and go to options, and
put in the key.
Go to plate solving.
All right.
And astrometry.net's selected, so there's got to be a place to put the key in here somewhere.
I see it right there.
Where? Oh, API key. Okay, so now I'm going to hit
paste.
Yeah, you do it. Control V.
Okay.
I think I copied it. There you go. Okay. Now.
Hit return?
No, I think it's in there. I don't know how you save this. I guess it saves it automatically. I don't know, when you set a setting, does it save it automatically?
I don't know.
I don't see a button that says save.
Let's see. I don't see one either.
So let's just
if it stays.
Let's just assume it's in there, I guess.
6. Yeah.
All right, so let me go back to imaging. I'm going to go back to options. It's there. I mean, it must be there. All right, so now I should be able to hit the plate solve button.
And what is that? Oh, plate solve current image. Okay, got it.
It's going to use astrometry.net. And it's going to use that key.
Okay.
Hopefully. Remember, we got that error message before down at the bottom.
It says deck error, distar, RA error, deck error.
Where?
On the bottom of that dialog box.
Oh, that's just different things. That's okay. Just those are values that come up when you do a plate solve. I don't know. It says it's plate solving.
Let's see. I like APT. Christopher says no dome control, but all ASCOM mounts and focusers, filter wheels.
Yeah, that would probably work. Why is this not doing something? Looks like it's not doing anything. Let me close it and try it again. Oh, it says it's...
What's that? Object reference not set to an instance of an object.
Error plate solving with astrometry.net. Error reading object from
JSON.
All right. All right, so let's go back to options.
Oh, Christopher Ghost trying to call us.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Here, let me call him. See what's going on.
Okay.
He's unavailable. Okay. Well, if you miss him, you miss him. Here, maybe I can just add him to the call and see if he...
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, I just changed some settings. on the plate solver.
Okay.
If what it does here.
Christopher Go, Miss Call.
Hi, Scott. Hey,
Hey, Chris, how are you? Jerry
hello.
and I are
Great, great.
out in the parking lot playing with the telescope. So
Okay.
yeah,
Just want to follow up for Saturday.
mm-hmm. Everything's go. Yeah. So
Yeah, because everybody's asking for what the schedule is and everything.
all right, I will have the schedule ready probably tomorrow. I've got a global star party tomorrow night. Okay.
Okay,
But I'll definitely have something. So
okay. Please.
I'll give you a buzz and we can work out the final details on the schedule. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right, Chris. You take care.
Okay, take care.
All right.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye. So for those of you that were listening, Chris Go is going to co-host the Asian edition of the Global Star Party, which is going to start at 6 a.m. my time. So
That's not working.
what's not working?
The plate solver. I'm gonna have to read up on it a little bit, I think, to see if I'm missing something about it.
What did
Doesn't
you do
like.
last time though? It's like you took the image and
Well, I did it manually. I did the
yeah.
website. Yeah, I did that already. So we can.
Reference not set to an instance of an object.
Yeah, that's because I just stopped it.
I see.
So I'm going to submit this image. So when you're logged in with your account like this,
Yeah.
it saves all the different solves that you do. You can go back and look at
Okay.
the solves that you've done in the past
Got it.
if you want to, look at that. That's
Lost you, dude.
Is currently unavailable.
Currently
Please leave.
Okay, let me call him. Call Jerry Hubble Mobile. Hey. Oh, what happened? Yeah. Oh, I see. But your Zoom connection's still working, so. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Sir Jerry, do you have to set up the camera specs location as you would do an ASPS, which uses downloaded data from the astrometry website? We'll find out first when Jerry comes back here. He lost his Skype connection. Nice moon tonight. Mars is way up high. Here we go. I hear you. Yep. Okay. I, I see it. Yeah. Let's. That's kind of weird. Shared screen. Here we go. All right. So there's a question for you here. Ken wants to know: do you have to set up the camera specs location as you would do in ASPS, which uses downloaded data from the ast- astrometry website? Astronometry website.
Yeah, astrometry. Yeah. So I think, well, what this function it says plate solve current image. So I assume it knows where the current image is to load it up.
Yeah.
Now the assumption, there's the options thing here where you set up the plate solving, but there's also this
Imaging.
thing where you set up the imaging and it's got the path for the image, which is what we've been going to. So it should know where the image is at to go get it, to solve it, to send it out.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can say right now. I assume it's finding the image and setting and submitting it, but again, it's not. The error is a little bit cryptic. So what I was doing, I just submitted a plate solve, and we'll see if I'm going to refresh this and see if it solved it.
Okay.
It looks like it did. So right now, so we know this is where the telescope's actually pointing at, this right ascension and deck. It's a little bit, it's about 2 degrees off right now.
Okay.
And, that's going to happen because that's as accurate as you set the home position when you set the, when you lock the clutches down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the question I have, is there a way to manually enter a sync position in Nina?
Ah.
To sync. Now, I can do, what I can do is I can use carte de seal to sync. All right. But I don't know if there's a way to sync with to a coordinate. You have to sync to actual. So I'd have to go to the coordinates that on the chart that the plate solve coordinate is. So this is a way to cheat that. Okay, I'm going to show you. I think this will work. So we know where the coordinate is, right?
Yeah.
The white. So now I'm going to go to F1. Okay, function F1.
And what does that do?
That brings up this little. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit so we can see. This allows you to enter coordinates to go to on the chart. All right, right here. Okay.
All right.
So this lets me enter a chart coordinate, and So I'm going to enter them, and then I'm going to sync on that
Just
coordinate.
Okay.
That's
So
what I'm going to do, or sync on a star near that coordinate.
if you
So we want to go 20 hours, 27 minutes.
Okay.
And this isn't that important. 10 seconds. And declination is going to be 42.
17.
17. So it's almost exactly 2 degrees off.
Okay.
And that's close enough. So now I'm going to position. Okay. So now see how it moved to that position.
All right. So the white lines is where it's really aimed.
The white line is where they aimed at, right? And the red is where it moved the chart. So that's how far we're off.
Okay. So where do you
So now
think
I'm gonna hit sync.
that's slew? That's track.
Yeah, sync. Oh,
That's a
where's the
board
sync
slew.
track?
No, I think it's over here. What's that? Let's show Mark.
Oh, why is the sync not showing up? Let me look at something here. That's weird. Telescope.
Sync. There you go.
Sync right there.
Oh, maybe it's because you have the screen minimized. Please confirm the telescope is pointed at gamma Cygnus.
That's not where it's at, though. So, we get no. I wonder if it. $22.53. No, that's not it.
Is
See.
the red lines where it?
The red, so look, I've got the cursor at the center of the red circle, right? So if you look down at the lower left-hand corner on the chart, it says 20, 27, 10, 42, 16. So that's what we want to sync. So what I need to do is I'm going to zoom up on that location, just pick a star that's close to the center and
Okay.
sync on that.
All right.
So
You can't just sync on empty space, I guess.
no, you can't. You got to sync on an object. Where the hell is all the stars at?
There's
Oh, we had more stars than that.
there's stars.
I'm just, well, but there are not very many of them.
Oh, I see.
The database, we got to load a better database, but that we'll get that later.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pick a star that's very close, like right here,
All right.
and I'm going to sync on.
Telescope sync. There you go. Sync HD.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, there. So now
Okay.
we're synced. So now if we look at Nina, I'm going to get out of this. So now we should be pretty close. We're still a little ways off though. Still a half a degree off. That's what I don't like.
Why?
Because we don't have a database that's worth a damn. Let me do that. Let me update the star database.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Cameras, Ken Noble, cameras, sensor size, focal length, site location, and etc. This is manually entered for APT and ASPS.
Yeah. All right. So
Ken Noble says, "You guys saved me from embracing the cold. Thank you." Christopher Engel wants to know, did we also have the focal length of the scope set for plate solving in the config?
The astrometry.net is a blind plate solve, so we don't have to do any of that.
Matter. Doesn't care.
No.
Andrew says, "Good night, guys. Good luck." No, Andrew, you gotta stay awake, dude.
Right.
All right, let's see who's winning the election. Here we go. Oh, Biden's got 192 electoral votes, and Trump's at 114.
Yeah. Well.
The results are pouring in. Tight battle in the states.
Where the hell is the damn? I don't want that.
I think what they should do is just give them both boxing gloves and let them duke it out until last man standing.
Why is it going to this?
I mean, literally kick ass. You shouldn't be president.
Right.
Right?
You got to take care of those people, those world leaders that are assholes.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you have
to go into battle, right? Then you had to know how to fight. For real.
Yeah, right.
Not press a button. Stefan says, "Yeah, I agree, Scott." That's right. You just wear a loincloth and, you get one weapon, all right? Can't be a gun. Can't
Can't
be
be a
pepper
gun.
spray.
What?
Can't be a laser. Can't, it's got to be something like a sword or ball and chain, something
Oh
like that.
yeah, mace. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, none of that stuff. No high-tech weapons, low-tech. You just have to go out there like a man, or just use your bare hands. There we go.
Right. I don't know why it's not coming up with the page I'm looking for.
Catalogs for carte du seal.
Additional catalogs.
There you go.
This is a forum. It might have the link to it, but it should be a.
Since you'd pay big money to watch that fight. That's right.
These aren't the ones I'm looking for. Those aren't the droids I'm looking for.
Trump versus Biden. First one to polar align a telescope wins.
What? What are you talking about?
That's right. Mm-hmm. They give them
Catalog
identical
Gaia stars.
G11s,
Here we go.
Got it?
I think so. This is the catalog UCAC 4. Why do I have to run all these?
One gets a walker and the other one gets a cane. All right. That's right. And they can talk smack if they want to. We don't care.
Files. Stars. Gaia. How big are these? These are deprecated. That's old stuff. What the heck? They don't make it easy to figure out what to get.
Nope.
Those are old. I wonder how big the Gaia database is. We'll see here. Well, this sucks.
Yeah. No potty mouth now.
It's just too. I'm just looking for
There it is.
the Tycho beta. There's huge. The problem is we need to get the UCAC 4, but it's multiple files. So let's just get the north.
Yeah.
We'll get the north and the equatorial. Let's
2.4
try that.
to download the whole thing. God, I need a
We'll see how fast this thing is.
hard drive
is.
just for the star alignment data. So.
Yeah, there's a ton. Yeah. That's going to take a few minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
All right. I'll be back.
So, you got any stories? Oh, you're going to go be back?
I have stories, but I'll be back and tell one. Yeah. Let's see. I've told a bunch of my stories already.
Yeah.
You know most of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard them all.
There's the Richard Nixon story. There was the L5 Society story. There was the Heaven's Gate story.
Right.
You know. Um, let's see. Fred Whipple's story.
Oh, Fred Whipple.
Yeah. I never told you my Fred Whipple story.
Maybe I don't remember.
Yeah, Fred Whipple was the dirty snowball uh, theorist.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was just. I mean, it's a short story, just about that. If there's just someone that you admire, that you should try to contact them.
Uh-huh.
And just share your somehow share your admiration for them, and but a lot of these guys, scientists, they're totally cool.
Yes,
you know
Myron's got some stories like that. He actually, I forget how he started, but he contacted Isaac Asimov, and he lived in Sri Lanka,
Right.
and he got to be good friends with him,
Oh, that's very cool.
and got a book, got it signed his book, and all this other stuff. And but Myron tells a good story about that.
Yeah,
Knowing Isaac Asimov and getting to know him.
I got to see Isaac Asimov beamed in as a full-size 3D hologram at the
Oh, really?
mansion.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I was invited by George Whitesides. Now, I think George is now was he CEO or director of Virgin Galactic?
Virgin Galactic, right.
Okay, so, but back at that, George Whitesides, I think, is the director of the National Space Society or something. And so Mead Instruments was involved with some promotions, and this thing was cool because we're not only at the Playboy Mansion, partying in the grotto, okay, but Buzz Aldrin's there. Uh, I had, I was just at that time. I'm still getting to know Buzz. Dennis Tito, who had flown in space,
Right.
was there.
He was the first civilian or
Yeah,
tourist, right?
one of the things I learned recently from Rosalie Lopez, who works at JPL, she told me that Dennis Tito actually used to work at JPL.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, so he
I didn't
was
know that.
so he was in on stuff at some level. He wasn't just some run-of-the-mill rich guy that
Yeah, just some rich dude. Although he's rich.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, he was. I stopped and talked to him for just a little bit, but he didn't really want to talk to me too much, which is all right.
Go away, kid, you bother me.
Yeah, get out of here. Right. Yeah. So that was an interesting thing overall. Skunk Baxter, who was,
Oh, yeah, Skunk
you know
Baxter.
who that guy is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Musician. He was there. I got to talk to him for a little while.
Play with Steely Dan.
Yeah, for Steely Dan, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the Doobie Brothers too.
the
Performed.
Doobie Brothers, right.
So he was performing live music. Patrick.
He does security work too. He's a security expert.
What?
Yep.
Well, he's
He
also
works for the government.
astrophysics. The dude's
Yeah.
brilliant. Okay, and it turns out that there's a guy in Fayetteville who's good friends with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I was telling him about the Mount Wilson, the 60th star parties that we do. And before COVID hit, we were going to do one, and so he was contacting Skunk Baxter and relaying the story of how he and I had met briefly at the Playboy Mansion, and we were trying to get him to come to the 60th star party,
That's wild.
Right. It's a small world.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyways, Patrick Stewart's the MC. Jim Lovell's there, Buzz
Really?
Aldrin's there, you know, all these astronauts and stuff, and Playboy bunnies. Okay.
It's a nerd dream come
It's a
true.
nerd dream come true, right? Yeah. These girls are beautiful, of course, you know, and but the grotto was like everybody's going in there and they're laying down on the cushions and stuff, and I was telling my wife at the time, I was going, "Do not touch anything inside here." But it was all '60s, you know. It had like rotary dial phones and push buttons and stuff. I don't even know if the Playboy Mansion is still around. You know,
Yeah.
maybe maybe they tore it down or something like that. What was weird about it though is when you drove into the Playboy Mansion, there was like this area where there was just this junk pile, this crap that was just on behind a chain link fence. You know,
Oh yeah.
it was just weird. It's bizarre.
Mm.
The whole night was bizarre. It was fun.
That's bizarre.
It was a $1,000 a plate dinner. I'm being a vegetarian. I had a salad, so I had $1,000 salad. Now, mind you, I did not pay for this meal, but I was invited. Oh, you know who else was there? Is Frank Drake from SETI.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was there. He was in a tuxedo.
That's
Uh,
wild.
it was cool. It was cool. And so when they beamed in Isaac Asimov, you know, from Sri Lanka,
Mm-hmm.
he looked like he was glowing. He was like in this booth, and you could see him from the waist up. He's interacting live in real time with Patrick Stewart.
That's wild.
There was no delay. It was wild. They brought in like this television satellite truck to beam him in. It was
Mm-hmm.
cool. They said it was the first time to actually show something like that.
Mm. What year was that?
Uh, it was the. It was for the. I guess it had to be in 2001 because
Oh,
it was for
that's
that
because of 2001 Space Odyssey
Space Odyssey.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So it was on that anniversary.
Uh-huh.
It was cool.
That's neat.
It was cool. It was the first time I'd been to anything even remotely like that. You know.
Like that level, yeah, at
Yeah,
that level.
yeah. All social elite kind of people. You know. So I'm not really
Mm-hmm.
people, but it was fun to hang out with them.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I mean, you know, it's not like I feel uncomfortable around them or anything like that, but
Oh, yeah,
some
you're used
people
to that
do.
kind of. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I
You,
took when I
you
took
got it.
Newton to have, uh, you know, we were trying to buy Buzz Aldrin dinner at in New York at Le Cirque. He invites us to Le Cirque. Okay, I asked him, you know, would you like to have dinner? Sure, boys, meet me at Le Cirque. I had no idea what Le Cirque was. You know, apparently it was like the most expensive, highest end restaurant in all of New York City. You know,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
where you know a pizza costs you $50. Okay, they have $100 hamburgers. You know, this was an expensive place.
Oh, I know. I know. Yeah, I know what you can talk about a little bit. When we went to Washington D.C. and we went to the Watergate.
You know, we went to the Watergate Hotel. That's right, right. So it was cool. They had completely redecorated the place. I remember.
Right. Yeah.
And I took you to the bar up there and we had a drink. So
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And your Nixon story.
And I told my Nixon story. That's right. Nixon hated me. He didn't like me. My parents voted for him twice. Okay. So I guess my hair was too long. And I was wearing my surfer trunks and my lightning bolt
Right.
t-shirt, you know, and bleach blonde surfer dude, you know. So
Yep.
I used
Yep.
to be a surfer dude. Steve Haskins says, I was going to say my mind started wandering at Playboy Mansion. I wonder if it's still around. I mean,
It
half is
probably
not
is.
around anymore, right? But they turn it into a
No.
museum or something? The Playboy Mansion. Let's see. Let's see. It is also known as Playboy Mansion West. It was the former home of founder Hugh Hefner from 74 until 2017. Oh, wow. Barbie Benton convinced him to buy the home located in Holmby Hills, Los Angeles. Mansion became famous during the 70s through media reports of Hefner's lavish parties, which are often attended by celebrities and socialites.
And Scott Roberts.
And Scott visited once. Okay. And is currently owned by Darren Metropolis, the son of billionaire investor Dean Metropolis, and is used for various corporate activities. It also serves as a location for television production, magazine photography, charitable events, and civic functions. I wonder if there's the odd Playboy bunny still running around out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The original Playboy Mansion was in Chicago's Gold Coast, wherever that is. Built in 1899. Yeah. So
all right, I got the north database, the Northern Hemisphere database,
okay.
UCAC4
Let's see
loaded.
what that looks like.
So let's see what yeah. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna call. Let's refresh the screen. Yeah. Biden's nearly at 200 electoral votes now. He's eight votes away from 200.
Oh, look at the stars now.
There's a couple more. Yeah. Nice. All right, I'm gonna call my wife.
So I'm gonna sync on this star now.
Okay.
I don't know why the sync little icon thing doesn't show up here. I don't get that. Abort slew.
There's
there's a setup for the toolbar. I can add it.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you.
I guess I should actually I should do another picture and do a plate solve again, and we'll see what that looks like. Take another image. There we go. All right, we're pretty close to the 42, 16, 20, 28.
Big telescope is. Jerry's at home in Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I did the plate solve. It looks like we're very close to where we're pointed at right now.
Okay. All right. So the additional stars helped.
So let's go to something else now. So now we've got the scope aligned.
Okay.
And somewhat aligned. I mean, it's pretty close. So now let's go to Nina. Actually, let's go to stay on card to seal. Let's slew to something that's interesting.
Okay. So I have an L enhanced filter on.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of object? What object should we go to?
Well. I don't know. Andromeda?
Go to Andromeda.
Mm-hmm.
M31. That just I think that just passed the meridian, which is good. So now we're on the west side.
Okay.
Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're on the west side of the meridian. Is that right?
We're getting requests here. M33, M45.
No.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we can type in the search tool just to make sure that we get there. So that's where we're at. And then I can hit slew button. All right, listen for the scope to move.
Moving.
And you can see the guide stars here. We haven't even messed with the guiding yet to take a long-term picture. So we'll do that next.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how close we'll be.
Up. Way up. Straight
it's
up.
Just about, yeah, it's almost straight up, right?
Yep.
So it's at an altitude of, let me see here, 81 degrees. Yep. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see what we got on our guide stuff going here.
And that straight gray line right there is the meridian line?
Yeah, that's the meridian.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just past the meridian. Jeez.
Yep, just past the meridian. And it's to the north. All right, so let's see if we can get the auto guider working here. Looks like we've got some good stars here. Again, looping exposures. Again, guiding. Shift click. So I'm gonna force a calibration. I'm gonna do a shift click. Oh, how do you have the auto guider? How do we have that configured? Let me look at that. What's going on here? Not letting me do something.
Uh-oh.
I thought we had configured this before. 480, auto restore calibration, scale.
I think people have monkeyed with my telescope.
Yeah.
Ken Noble says, I can tell the story where all 8 watchers received a free G11 PMC8 for Christmas. In the words of Omar Pyle, surprise, surprise, surprise. Yeah, that would be a good one. Mm-hmm.
Let me stop that. Why won't it let me? Oh, there it goes. All right. So I am doing pulse guiding. Okay. Close. Just wanted to verify that. So I'm going to start a. Why is that not? Oh, I know what I got to do. It's been a while since I used this. So you got to select a star.
Okay.
And then you do a shift click to start the calibration.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because you don't use a guide scope.
No.
Yeah. Well, when I get my TDM, I won't be using one either.
Right. I thought it says it's guiding. I hit shift click. It didn't do nothing. Let me stop it.
Martin Eastburn, who's watching, says, I just got one like that from a YouTube wood turner. I won one of his bowls. Hard to believe. Not any
Yes.
harder to believe than L5 guys in a big circle trying to hum down UFOs.
This takes a couple minutes. This is part of that management. I mean, you can calibrate it once an evening sometimes, and it last all evening. But you still have to think about it. And if there's clouds that show up, you have to manage the auto guider.
Yeah.
And it's just a continuous thing. Just like it's worse than managing the focus on your imaging.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that you got to keep along with all the other stuff that's going on, and that's why the TDM is so nice, because you just turn it on, and that's truly an appliance where you can just turn it on and forget it.
Forget it. Yeah.
And it's intrinsic to your mount.
Auto guiding, you've got to keep.
You just got to manage it.
Working with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So what's happening now? It's calibrating?
It's moving the mount in steps and measuring how far it moves it from the image, and then it scales the. So now it knows the scaling for doing the corrections.
Mm-hmm.
And it's checking for orthogonality and all. Let's see. Questionable and guiding may be impaired. What does it think? Oh, I see. Oh, so this is something that you don't have the guide camera aligned with the axes.
Okay.
We can correct that later, but that's something that this is showing. So I'm going to accept that calibration. We'll see how it works. I'm going to begin guiding.
Huh?
I think it was already guiding. Oh, now it's guiding. Okay. So now this has got a lot of neat little features.
You know what? This is a lot easier than when I used to use the SBIG ST4. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You had to have aggressiveness and put into it and all kinds of stuff.
Right. Let's display the graph. Okay, there we go.
And you didn't get this cool graph.
Right. So look at this right now. Look what kind of performance we're getting here. Less than an arc second,
Wow.
an RA and deck. That's just right out of the box. We haven't even tuned it or anything.
Right.
So we'll just live with that for now.
Well, heck, 30 minutes ago it was broken.
That's right. Oh, did you get it to work?
Do you know that? I'm not sure. So I just didn't.
The drawing's just.
I was confused by what we were talking about.
I'd have to.
I don't understand what it's talking about.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it. All right. All right. So now we're ready to image. We got our guiding going,
Okay.
and so we want to take an image. Now we're gonna have to do a plate solve and everything to see where we're at because we don't even know how close we are. So I'm gonna take I set the time here. I'm gonna take a minute and we'll see how bad the sky looks.
Okay.
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 This is not bad. 0.7. Now see, one of the key things, we're using a fairly long focal length, a little longer than most people use. We're using 480 millimeter
Yeah.
focal length for the guide, which gives you a lot of precision. So we're guiding. It's probably looks like it's a little aggressive, but we're guiding to about half a pixel.
Wow.
Actually, less than that. It's point. What does that say right there?
0.77.
That's so. This is pixels and this is arc seconds. So it's 0.76 arc seconds and 0.47 pixels.
Wow.
And is that right? It says 1 point.
1.2.
So the deck is moving around more because we're trying to manage the deck. Actually, if you're got an excellent polar alignment, you should never have to. But how did you do the polar alignment? We didn't even talk about that.
Just it was quick polar alignment.
Mm-hmm.
I spray painted spots on the ground where I'd done it
Oh.
and just put it up there.
Mm-hmm. Now, how do you do a stretch on this thing so that we can see the stars? Is that histogram here? Statistics. See this? Let's see, framing, sky area. See, there's got to be a way to look at the histogram.
I see the galaxy.
Do you see it?
Yeah, it's off to the right.
Okay, so we're pretty close. So I guess I just need to do a plate solve
Mm-hmm.
of this image right now.
Yeah, and
So
that's
let's
one of the
see
satellite
that.
galaxies right there.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not too bad.
Right?
That means you got a pretty good polar alignment.
It's okay.
It's not it. Oh, it's only 10:44 there. It's 11:44 here. I keep forgetting I'm an hour later than you are.
Right.
So have you been taking notes while I've been talking about this stuff
Oh
so you
yeah.
know how to operate this
Oh
thing?
yes. Get them all down in a logbook. I've been recording the whole Zoom session.
All right, those are your notes.
Those are my notes. That's right.
But this
No, actually, what I need to do is then watch it and go through the process and then take notes.
Yeah, right,
Right.
exactly. Yep. We'll get the plate solver working.
Yeah.
So it's much faster than what we're doing right now. This is kind of a pain in the butt to do it this manually.
Mm-hmm.
Early in 2000.
I thought I lost
Net
you.
early on. Oh, look, there's the galaxy.
See, there it is.
Yep. Cool. Look at all the stars.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
We haven't touched the focus for a while. I assume it's still good, or fairly good, I guess.
Close enough for tonight.
So you can, this is a 60-second frame, and you can see the dark band there.
Oh,
This is with the L-enhanced filter?
yeah.
Yeah, so with the L-enhanced filter, why did we have such a problem with the lights?
Well, I mean, it was.
Isn't it supposed to filter out that stuff?
It was aimed straight at the lights, so.
Oh, really? Okay, so you can only expect so much, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it's probably reflecting off the surface of the filter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
So the chart says we're at, move this over here. Oops.
No, I think that's M110 on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have this set up for the scale of the image or anything. This box is supposed to be the
Right.
box for the image and all that stuff. We don't have any of that set up yet. So what does that say?
It says RA 0 hours 42 minutes 44 seconds 44.
And we're all right. So we're at 42. So we're at 39 minutes, and then we're at 41:16, and it says 41:39. So we're about half a degree off in deck.
Yeah.
What we are. That's not too bad. After doing across the sky with a pier flip.
Yeah.
That's what we did. That's
I want
pretty
it
good.
to be dead on.
Of course. So what we need to do now is I think how I did this before. So we entered a coordinate. We entered the coordinates where we're at with the plate solve, and we centered the chart there, and we picked the closest star, and we said that's where we're at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. So I'm going to get rid of that. So right now I'm going to say we're at, what is it? We're at 0039. This is a manual mode of doing this plate solve and syncing. 3929. And
To look at the
4139.
weather radar. Nicaragua just got hammered with a hurricane. And it's coming
Oh, really?
to us right now.
Okay. So that's where we're pointed at, where the red is. So now I'm going to zoom in.
Okay.
And since we got the UCAC database now, we can say, okay, I'm just going to click on one of these stars here.
All right.
That one. And say telescope sync on that star. Yes, indeed we are. And there we go. Now, this is a cool thing. Now I should be able to go back to M31. All right, center the chart on that, and then I'll do a
slew.
A slooby.
Yeah.
What is it doing?
Oh, it's moving a lot.
Yeah, which firmware do you have on this thing?
I don't know.
This is that. I don't think you have the latest firmware.
I think we're going to crash into the mountains here.
It's not moving that far, is it?
Yeah, it's moving that far.
All right, so let me stop it.
Okay.
How did it move? It moved all over the place? It really goofed up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Let me park it. I don't understand that because the chart said it wasn't hardly moving. Is it moving the right way to park?
There we go.
Is it moving the correct way to go to park?
It is.
Okay. I don't understand what that was.
I wonder if it's.
So I need to look at the firmware on that thing. Just to check it, just to make sure.
And that's not at the park position either.
No, it got goofed up. It's not done yet. Oh, it is done. So it's done. So that should be park.
It's not. You can see from
Okay.
the video it's not. Right?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that it's cocked over. So you didn't hear any weird noises on the mount, did you?
Just a little bit.
So maybe it got jammed up or something.
I don't know.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect from Poth and I'm gonna take a look at the firmware. So I'm gonna install the configuration manager.
Okay.
Oh crap. So I went to the software and downloads page and I'm gonna get the configuration manager. This is a 103 version. There's a 104 version. It's available on the forum. But this one works fine.
Windows protected your PC. Run anyway.
Run anyway. I don't care.
Yes.
Oh, you have to do it
I have to.
because I can't do that with the Zoom.
All right. All right. Here we go. Next. 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 Finish.
Yep. I'm gonna. This thing is still trying to do something, so I'm gonna stop the PhD guiding.
Okay.
All right, so now I don't know where the configuration manager went.
Just search for it.
Yeah.
There it is. Configuration Manager console.
Nah, that's not it. No. Where the heck did it put it? It should show up. Well, you don't have that set up. Let's see here. Oh, no. Don't do that.
What is it doing?
I was wanting to list it in order of
Alphabetical order.
install. So it showed the latest stuff installed at the top, but it's not showing it for some reason.
Is it all the way installed?
It installed.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
I mean, it went through the process. Configuration.
I'm running your what is that clock that you sent to me that time? It's got the
The Nixie tube clock.
Yeah, I have the Nixie 2 clock out here.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
I haven't bought one of those for myself. I need to get one.
I'll buy one for you.
Oh, cool. What the hell? Where'd that thing go? Probably created something on the desktop. Let me look.
I'm sure it did. Did not.
Let's run it again. Let's see what it's doing.
Here it is. Here it is. Don't run. Run anyways. Okay.
All right, now
Here we go. Yes.
let's not go through it so fast this time. So hit next.
Okay.
All right. Program files. Scientific utilities. Okay. All right. So
PMCA configuration.
yeah, let's so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this. Oh, cancel that. So this is under program files x86 explore scientific utilities. Yes. All right. So I want to go to C.
Program file.
Program files. Or scientific utilities.
There it is.
Team state manager.
There it is.
Yep. And so what I'm going to do, this is it right here. So I'm going to drag this down here.
Okay.
There it be. G11, COM4. See if it finds it, just to try it out. Okay. So I know it's on COM4, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to serial. I'm going to stretch this a little bit. And 17. Oh, you do have the corrected. So I just wanted to check that. All right, I'm satisfied. Let's go back. Let's go back to M31 now.
Let's look and see what the if it thinks that it's on set for G11.
Oh, the driver?
Yeah.
I set it up, so
Let's see. Yeah.
So what I think why you're asking that is because you thought the scaling might be off, but we did slew direct to the object. I mean, we were
That's
pretty
true.
close to M31, so
That's right.
I don't think that was it. I think something
It's not in
I don't know why it goofed up, but something with the mount screwed up for sure. So let's try it again.
Yeah, the mount's not in the home position though. Right.
All right, go ahead and put it in home.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, we're back connected.
Yeah.
Gonna unpark it, turn tracking on, and we'll have to go through this whole process again,
Okay.
of course. So now I'm going to slew the object. Is it moving?
Yep.
It's not making any weird noise.
No. Okay.
Okay, it looks like it says it's dead on. Of course, we got to sync the mount to it, but it slewed to the correct coordinates.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's take a picture.
For some reason, webcam has got you out of focus. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you see my hand?
And sharp focus. Yeah.
Maybe it's got some smudge on it. I didn't remember touching it. I'm gonna go away for a minute.
Okay. Hey.
I'm gonna zoom out. All right, so let's take a picture. I'm gonna have to go soon, Scott. Did you hear me?
No. What'd you
I
say?
said I gotta go soon.
Gotta go soon. Okay. All right.
We'll get this straight, and then
Yep.
I'll spend another 10-15 minutes, and then
Yeah.
I think you can play with it now.
I still have work to do.
Yeah. Well, you have to spend quite a few hours before you get used to all this stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a one night thing.
Oh no, I get that.
Well, you're familiar with it anyway. You went through a lot harder stuff than this early on in your career.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
All right, that looks like a nice picture. Let's see what the plate solve says.
Yep.
Let's go to astrometry.net.
This is how you do it manually. You just go and pick the image.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Probably. All
Tired, huh?
Yeah, I got up early this morning. I got up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I usually don't get up till like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
All right. see how this solves. I don't see the galaxy in there, so that's off a little bit.
Yeah.
But we haven't checked focus lately, but it doesn't look too bad.
Not look too bad.
So it's quite a bit of work to get from first of all, getting all your equipment to talk and all the programs to work and do what you want, and then to add a layer of automation on top of that is like almost 10 times as much work to get it to be reliable.
Yeah.
You know, for the automation.
Sure.
All right, there we go. Now, let's manually go to that spot, pick a star that's close to that spot.
Okay.
So we're at 0055 this time.
Okay.
05. And we're at, oh, look, we're 4 degrees, 5 degrees off. See there?
I need to have Alex look at the drives.
Yeah. 36, 37, 14. Hit apply. Okay, that's where we're at. So that's how far we are from the galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm going to zoom in.
But that's me also putting it at what I think is home position.
Right, that's that's all it is. So now we're going to center on this star. We're going to sync on that star.
Okay. Sync.
Sync. Yep.
Okay.
So that's the center of the frame.
Okay.
So now we can slew back to the object. And I'm going to zoom out.
Okay.
So we can see, so we can watch the slew this time and watch the scope. It shouldn't have to move but 5 degrees.
Yeah. Let me see what happens.
That worked.
That looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, that worked. I don't know what happened last time.
I don't know either.
All right, so now we can image, and it should be smack in the middle, or close. All right. If this shows up, then I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Do you know how to shut everything down?
Yeah.
So you go to the equipment tab here, see on Nina,
Yeah.
and you just go to each thing. You go to the camera and the focuser and the telescope, and you got the on-off. See, they got the button here, the on-off button.
Right.
You just disconnect. When you do the camera, you can hit warm up on the camera.
Okay.
This fire thing here, you hit that, and it'll start it warming up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do that before you shut it off, of course. And then and that's really all. And then park the scope before you disconnect it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look.
That's nice.
Now, I don't know how you manipulate the image here to stretch it and all that stuff.
I don't think you do. I think it's.
You can't. You just shows you what it is like that. You can't do a stretch or anything.
I don't think so. I don't know, but
I don't know either. It'd be nice if you could bring out a lot more stars. So let's do this real quick. Let's go to astrometry.net. This is the last thing I'll do.
Okay.
And we'll submit it to that, and that'll stretch the hell out of it so we can see what it looks like.
Right.
This kid was like 1 or 2 in the stroller.
See, somebody's asking a question here. Christopher Ingalls says, Scott, what I did was to add two bubble levels, one on the RA and one on the deck, so I always get a perfect park position. There's bubble levels on this too. It's just that
I've found that the bubble levels sometimes stick on the G11 and the observatory.
yeah,
It doesn't always. You have to vibrate it a little bit to get it to settle correctly sometimes. But when that's a heavy thing. So when you're on a pier and it's a solid pier and it's a really heavy equipment,
yeah,
when you bang it, it doesn't really vibrate a whole lot.
mm-hmm.
It doesn't move enough to really. So what I found is that when you do a sync and then you do a park, that's really the index position
Yeah,
because it's come back directly to where the North Celestial Pole is.
right.
And I found that more often than not, the bubble levels are off.
Yeah,
And but your mileage may vary. It depends.
you're mild.
That's right.
That's right.
Uh, it looks like you've got the. So what I would do with this mount, Scott, right now, when you go to park,
Yeah.
I would try to mark the index position
Okay.
on the setting circle. Put a piece of tape or something and draw a line
Yeah.
so this is actually the true index.
Right.
That's one thing that. Oh, look at that.
What's that? Oh yeah. Cool.
You can see the dark band in there.
Oh yeah.
It'll show up bigger when we go to the results page.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That's only 60 seconds.
Looks like our stars are stretched a little bit.
Yeah, the focus might be off a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
That's fun. All right, dude. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Have a
So
good
you should be
night.
able to get going
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Take care. Bye bye.
Let me disconnect myself from this stuff. So first of all I want to go to Skype.
Yeah.
And you'll have to share it yourself.
Yeah.
Can you
I'm gonna.
do that? Can
I'm
you
gonna.
connect?
Nah. Maybe. But I got to get back into the office and do some work before.
Okay.
It's
So
already.
you're going to end the broadcast basically here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, good night everybody.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Good night.